Well, if you love food and if you love competitions, you'll love everything about Pinot, Pigs, and Poets.
Something else you'll love is the cause. Money raised goes to Completely Kids.
An organization Adrielle Griffin knows a lot about. She's right down there on the end. And then from Nebraska pork producers, Jane Stone and Paul Kulik is the executive chef at Le Bouillon and the Boiler Room. Good to see all three of you this morning.
Adrielle, Jane.
Jane, good to see you again. Let's talk about this event. I want to have to start with you. What's this event all about?
Well, it's about wine and food and raising money for kids. So great
it's
combo.
An experience. I think
It is.
there are a lot of great events around here, but Chef, this really seems to me to be one that when you hear people talk about it, they're so excited about it, and once they go, they return the next year and the next year.
Yeah, I mean, great food, great wine. What's to miss? You know, I think it really helps people come back.
And
so.
a great cause.
Paul,
We'll get to you, Adrielle.
That's a competition. So how do you approach this event as you're going into it?
Well, this year I'm not competing as a chef or in the dining component, which has a pork obviously feature, and you know, that's one of the things we like to do as chefs in general. We like to kind of showcase that. This year I'm going to be focused more on the wine side because there's a wine sort of friendly competition from the wines that are donated to the event as well, and we get to taste them, blind taste them, rate them, kind of give them a score, and there's a winner at the end of the day, and that's this bottle we have in front of us is last year's winner.
Tell us about it.
This is William Sellian. This is a really iconic producer from Sonoma, and cool story. I mean, this is two guys who there's a term called garagee, so they made wine in their garage. They found some of the best blocks, some of the best.
This weekend, I'm going to clean out my garagee.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Yeah.
Go on, Chef.
You can call it a garage or a garagee, right? It just raised the price of your home. But yeah, so they found some of the best vineyard sites in Sonoma, and I think helped transform that region into an area that was really focused on where the grapes came from.
Well, what I love about your restaurant is how knowledgeable your servers are, even about wine. The menu items, of course, they always know, but the sourcing of wine is something you take very seriously, so I understand why you're passionate about this.
And what is in your hand right there? What do you have in your hand?
This beautiful little pigs
Opener.
Pinot, Pigs, and Poets wine key.
Does it work?
How does it work? Can you show?
Shall we experiment?
Should
we experiment with this?
Let's see how it works.
And while you're doing that, let's talk about the cause, because Adrielle, this is huge for your organization. Who do you serve at Completely Kids?
So we primarily work in Southeast Omaha. We serve about 2,000 kids and families every single year. Most of them are living in poverty. This event is really great because it goes to our weekend and after school food program. So it's a food and wine event, so it's a natural fit for our weekend and after school food programs. So what that means is we're sending home backpacks of food with about 460 kids every weekend. Wow. And then when the kids are in program with us, whether that's after school during the school year or all day with us during the summer, they're being served a meal or several meals, whether that's breakfast or lunch or dinner.
They're cared for.
Right.
You don't know what would happen otherwise.
Sure,
Right.
from what I understand, in the summertime there's a greater need because they're not in school.
Yes.
They don't have a balanced meal all day long,
Yes.
so there's a greater need.
So
And
Chef,
that's the same for the weekend as well. They come back Monday morning, and if their tummies haven't been fed, then they can't learn. So
yeah. Well,
it's really
all
important.
Connected. The health of the community starts with the health of our kids.
Yes.
I don't know if you want to start pouring.
I can do that. Yeah.
Jane, I want to talk to
gotta
you because
keep
we've seen
nudging
you
Paul
here on the
along.
Morning Blend for years,
Yes.
talking about pork in the state of Nebraska. Why is an event like this important to your association?
Well, for a variety of reasons. You know, it's really advantageous for us to get to work with these incredible chefs that Omaha has and have them working with our product and being creative with it. But then, you know, it's kind of a double bonus to be able to take a program that we're going to do anyway on our own and be able to raise, we're hoping maybe close to $300,000 this year.
In one night.
In one night for hungry children. I mean, you know, it's
that is
just
beautiful.
It
That
is. It is beautiful.
That
That's
is
a
so
great way to
cool.
put it.
How many people are you expecting this year?
typically it's around 425 to 450 people. So
And tickets are still available.
Yes.
But this is one where it sells out.
It-
'cause
yes,
people
and it's
who've
getting
been,
close.
It's getting close, the 7th year. And there are people who've been all 7 years. There are people who've been 3 years. But we were visiting before we saw you on air about how many people come back time and again just because it's such a special event. There's nothing else like it.
Should we
Okay,
taste
tell
this?
us.
What are we
What are we looking for here, Paul?
So it's Pinot Noir. I mean, obviously it's the showcase grape of the event. I mean, Pinot, you typically don't really blend anything in with Pinot, so it's a pure varietal. One of the most fragrant, delicate, beautiful grapes that you can possibly
love the
imagine.
glass.
How does it taste, Adriel? Adriel already tasted. She didn't wait for
It's
us.
delicious.
Adriel,
No,
how was it?
you know.
She couldn't wait.
You're,
We've got their little
let it wear
logo
off.
is etched on the glass. How precious is that? Jane said, I collect these.
When pigs fly.
When pigs
That's
fly.
right.
So cute. Take a sip of this.
Absolutely.
That's delicious.
Isn't it great?
It's really nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. The best way to get tickets, how should people do that? I know you got the website right there, pinotandpigs.org.
PinotandPigs.org, or they can give us a call, 402-397-5809.
We didn't touch on the poetry part of this. Did you need Mike to come and entertain? I've heard his prose.
We, you know, I think we're covered with Nebraska Writers
Whoa, whoa,
Collective.
whoa. Are you sure about that? You're
They
covered.
do a pretty good job, Mike.
This is my last offer, all right? It's your last chance.
Happy Hollow on June 2nd. And again, the website, it's pinotandpigs.org. Guys, it's great to see
Thanks
you.
for having us.
Thank you for coming
Yes.
in. Hope it's
Thank
a
you.
hit
Cheers.
again.
Thanks a lot for coming in.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great
Thank you
event.
all. Thanks, Adriel.
All right.
Thank
Good
you.
stuff. You know, we
Okay.
got a good segment
I
coming up
love the
next.
start to the show. Aside from that original,
Oh, wait. Oh, wait.
it's you in the beginning.
Well, I know you always try to book guests with wine on Fridays. I know how that goes.
What's happening this summer at the Omaha